Satellite operators face a difficult trade-off right now. They either retire a healthy spacecraft too early and lose valuable mission life, or they wait too long and risk losing the ability to dispose of it safely. Custos OS is where it steps in and uses live telemetry to help operators know how long they have to continue and when they must act.
And this is becoming an operational requirement, not simply just an environmental ambition. The FCC has shortened disposal timelines for relevant LEO Earth orbit missions, and the ESA now requires its missions to maintain a greater than 90% probability of successful disposal. And operators will increasingly need to prove that disposal remains achievable throughout the mission now.
EchoStar 7 shows what happens when capability is discovered too late. It fell around 178 kilometers short of its planned disposal orbit, and after propellant became insufficient. Alias shows the complexity of doing successfully as well. 7 maneuvers and multiple spacecraft systems were needed, and the lesson is simple. Disposal is not one final command, it's a chain of capabilities that must remain available together.
Custos continuously estimates one critical metric, that is the probability of successful disposal. We combine power, propulsion, altitude control, communications, and onboard computer health and orbital requirements. The engine tells the operator whether the disposal is credible, what is weakening, what capability, and when intervention may become necessary. So our plan is to initially start off with advisory mode. That means every human makes every decision, and then move on to supervised execution, and eventually time-bounded autonomy, which only follows extensive validation.
Our route to scale is through repeatable satellite platforms. Instead of integrating directly with every operator, we partner with manufacturers such as Endurosat, Nanoavionics, or Beyond Gravity, and one validated platform here can support multiple future missions, reducing our sales cost and making Custos easier for operators to adopt.
The satellite operator is a paying customer because they own the mission revenue, the operating cost, and the disposal risk. Our initial target is operators with fleets of around 5 to 50 spacecraft, large enough to feel the cost of fleet-wide monitoring, but often small enough to justify building the specialist capability internally.
We currently sit in a gap between 4 existing markets: avoidance platforms, anomaly tools that ask whether the satellite is behaving anomally, or operation platforms which manage approvals and commands. Custos is the one asking the missing question: can this satellite still dispose of itself, and for how long?
Our business model is quite simple. The manufacturer distributes and the operator pays. We integrate with selected platforms with little or no upfront license cost. The operator then pays to act with Custos and subscribes for continuous monitoring, anomaly reassessment, and disposal evidence. And higher execution modules only follow after the trust is earned.
Grant funding can only help us build a prototype. Investment funds, on the other hand, are the ones that help us create a defensible company. Access to real flight data, live shadow deployments, validated platform integrations, and the evidence operators need before trusting a safety critical product. Our next milestones are 1 platform partner, 2 operator data pilots, and 10 to 30 satellites monitored in shadow mode.
Custos helps operators keep satellites productive. Don't wait until it's too late. Thank you.